Good morning, everyone, from beautiful Palm Springs Stadium. Welcome back for day number 3 of the California Winter League. I'm Stephen Buxton, joined by Ethan Patoka, and today we've got a good matchup. It's a rematch, the first of the season for the Winter League. It's the Chill hosting Team China. Evan, we saw the Chill and China play on day 1. It was the second match. It was the second game of the day for China. They had a walk-off win. It was 4-3 in 7 innings. What can we see here?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Zhang Mingjin walk it off in that first game, or the second game for China, the first game for the Chill. It's a rematch now. It was a really close game before, so I'm expecting to see some good pitching. Offense really needs to step it up. We've seen Team China. They've scored 5 runs total in their 2 games, so the offense really needs to step it up here if they want to beat the Chill a second time.
And offense did come through for the Chill in day 2. China had the day off yesterday. Chill played on the backfield against the Palm Springs Power, and it was a showcase. 21-5. They rolled over, I think it was 4 innings yesterday. It was just an absolute display offensively. And for the Chill, here's their defensive lineup. In the outfield, Caleb Ware, Dominic Bucko, Ethan Roberts left to right. In the infield, it's Charlo, Bernie McGuire, and Spano, and we'll have Jeff Rotz pitching to Nick Chusano. The lineup for Team China, leading off, will be number 40, Hu Tianyuan. Then at Jing Wen Bin, Ling Pei, the first 3. Chen Jiaji, the cleanup hitter, Li Ning, Lu Yun, Zhang Ming, Yang Jin, and Dunan round out the bottom of the lineup. And again, the big righty, Jeff Rotz, it's going to be his first appearance. We haven't seen a ton of repeat pitchers so far. We saw Johansel Gomez. He pitched the China game, and he pitched against the Power yesterday, the big 6'8" righty. He's done well so far, but with Rotz coming at 6 foot 190, the 25-year-old from Richmond, Texas, he hopes to provide him some length. He's got to pound the zone and hopefully provide some quality for what should be a great game today.
Yeah, Jeff Rotz, we haven't seen him yet, of course. We were only 3rd game into this one, but Jeff Rotz definitely has the capability here to dominate this China lineup, who has been struggling in their first 2 games. And
again, it's the first rematch of the season. Tom Vaith for the Chill gonna have to see what he can do against Li Wei and San Shuo and the whole Chinese staff today. Again, they've done just about everything well. They've pitched really well. They've put together some fantastic plays defensively. It's just the offense that has not come through so far. And leading it off, trying to change things here, is Hu Tianyuan, the second baseman for China. The left-hander steps into the box. Our umpire says we're ready, and we're going to play ball here in Palm Springs. Stepping on the rubber is Jeff Rotz, getting the sign and working out of the windup. He's set, he kicks and fires, and a first pitch fastball gets us going with a strike.
Jeff Rotz, really fast fastball compared to some of the other guys here. He's hitting 89, he's hitting 90. Haven't seen that too often from guys here in the league.
Again, one of our more experienced players. He's got experience at junior college. He's played in the Pioneer League, Frontier League, Pico's League. It's going to be a really good year. It should be for him, as 89 just off the plate has us at 1-1. 1-1, no outs. And again, our defensive lineup for the Chill, it's Charlo, Bernie McGuire, and Spano in the infield, left to right. Playing pretty much straight up, as that one's caught off the end of the bat and fouled into the stands.
So Rotz has played 3 years of independent ball, as we mentioned. 36 appearances, only started 12 games, had 82.2 innings pitched, 69 strikeouts. In college, pitched 25 and 2/3 innings, had a 7.36 ERA.
He's got a 7.36 ERA in college, hoping to change that here with the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just off the corner. Chusano is ready to throw it around, but he doesn't get the call. Great pitch there, 90 just inside. It's in kind of that shadow zone. It's a 50-50 pitch right there. Some umpires will give it to you, but it's 2-2 now with no outs in the top of the first inning. Rotz gets the sign and fires. Another fastball just high.
Yeah, that's a pitch I think Chusano also wanted. He looked like he was ready to throw it around again. A couple of really close pitches here just not going his way.
Our track man had that one in the zone, but he doesn't get the call. It's 3-2 here to Hu Qianyuan. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs, and it's a leadoff walk for Team China.
Yeah, that was a really good at-bat from Hu Qianyuan. Was able to get it to 3-2. Able to see off a couple of really close pitches that were called in his way, and now there's a leadoff man here with no outs.
And it's a pretty similar lineup that we saw against the Chill from China. The leadoff two, Hu Qianyuan and Jing Wenbin, are the exact same as started that game on day one. Wenbin went 2 for 3, and he's got a runner on here in the first inning. First pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Another one at 90. He's really throwing some heat to this China team, just not really able to locate it right now.
And it's one of the first guys we've seen so far this season. Obviously, we're 3 days into the season now, but it's been a lot of pitching in the mid-80s. Some guys have touched upper, and right now, Jeff Rott's really the first guy to be sitting right around 90. 1-0 pitch just gets the corner. Good pitch right there. Another fastball for strike 1. And it's China's first year as a national team here in the league. We've had their development center here in previous PSCLs and previous Winter League, but it's the first time it's their Olympic team here, trying to make qualifiers for the Olympics, for the next World Baseball Classic. Here's the 1-1 pitch, pushed down into shallow right field. Running back on that is Roberts, and he'll catch that for the first out.
Yeah, that's a nice running grab from Roberts. Looks like it was going to be landing in fair territory, but it doesn't matter now as there's one out because of Roberts' quickness in the outfield.
And this is a good defense out here supporting Jeff Rotz. A lot of good athletes. Ethan Roberts can absolutely fly out there in right field. He's got, I think it was around a 6'3", 60 that he was running coming out of NAIA and some experience in various summer balls. He's a really good player out there. He's had a couple good at-bats in their game yesterday. And with one out, it's Liang Pei. Takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Good job by Chusano keeping it in front of him.
Yeah, we've seen some really good catcher play here, especially on the defensive side of the ball here, and Chusano keeps it going for these catchers in the league. Good job by him, but making blocks, saving extra bases and runs.
And the catcher play for the Chill will mostly be fronted by Chusano. He's the only one listed as a primary catcher on their roster. We've seen Bingnan Wu take some reps back there, but yesterday he was their starter. Only caught 1 inning, though. Seems like everything was okay with him, though, as the 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. That on the pitch, he was running there. And Hu Qianyuan takes second base after that one just gets by Chusano.
We'll call it an announcer's jinx right after he loses one, and Hu Qianyuan was able to take second on it. But we're talking about this. Extra bases, you need some good catcher defense. But Chusano really the only one as a primary catcher out on the roster.
It's 1-1 with 1 out. For Liang Pei facing off against Jeff Rotz, working on out of the stretch now. Liang Pei with a runner on second, China's first runner in scoring position today, and that's ball 2 outside. But again, Bingnan Wu came in, caught the first inning of their game against the Power yesterday. Only caught that first inning, was immediately pulled for the second after it looked like one of his leg guards broke. Didn't seem like it was anything dealing with an injury, though, as he came in later in the game in an unorthodox returned to the game in a different spot. He took the DH spot, took a couple at-bats there. But Chusano fronted the load catching yesterday and had a good day at the plate, too.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see Bingnon Wu later in the game pinch hitting for Chusano since he's not in the starting lineup today.
And it's 2-1 here with Rotz facing off against Pei. Pei, the center fielder today, the 3-hole hitter for Team China, muscles that one into right field, and that's just fair. It'll be extra bases for Team China in the first run of the game, coming on an RBI double. It's 1-0.
Well, we were talking about that Team China offense not being up to standard, but now a run put on the board here in the first. That's a really good base hit by Liang Pei. And maybe that's the spark the offense needs in this game.
And again, they've needed a spark. They haven't been able to find something. It took them until the third inning to plate one against the Chill last time. We've got one out, and they're already up 1-0. Chen Jiaji, the DH and cleanup hitter for China, comes up. Again, a runner on second. Liang Pei and Hu Tianguan just switched places there, and it's 1-0 with the first hit of the game for China. First pitch, fastball, top corner of the zone, gets a strike one. Ross still working out of the stretch. Needs a strikeout here or a ground ball to keep Liang Pei at second base, and he gets a swinging strike there on a breaking ball.
Yeah, we haven't seen the breaking ball much from Rotz so far in this first inning. He's breaking it out now because could be feeling the pressure here now that Team China's put a run up on the board early.
Jiaji last time out, 1 for 3, had a single in the second inning against the Chill, then struck out and grounded into a 6-4 putout. 0-2 pitch. Rung him up on the corner. Another breaking ball. Perfect by Jeff Ross, his first K of the day.
Talking about that breaking ball again. He's able to freeze Chen Jiaji. Get a really nice second out here. Man on second, it would be nice for him to get out of here with only the one run.
It was up in the zone, but just on the edge of the plate. Barely clipped it. And it was a perfect pitch there against the right-handed hitting Jiaji, and we've got Li Ning up now. Ning, another lefty for Team China with 2 outs, takes one inside. It's 1-0 here in the first inning, top of the first here in Palm Springs. For those of you who missed, Hu Tianyuan led off with a walk and scored on a Liang Pei RBI double down the right field line. Now we've got 2 outs, a runner on second, and the 5-hole up. Second pitch catches the zone, and it evens at 1.
Goes back to the fastball, but it seems like even his breaking balls are faster at a 84-85 than most we've seen here so far.
We'll dive more into each pitcher's arsenal as the season goes on, whether it's a cutter or a changeup. But right now, he's been looking good so far. Rotz gets set, looks back at the runner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside corner, can't get the call. 90-mile-an-hour fastball there. It's looked good so far. He's been in and around the zone. Only had a couple real bad misses, but only been punished by 1. He left that fastball over the heart of the plate. That was a double down the right field line. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Top shelf, and doesn't get the call there. A little too high. It's 3-1 now.
Yeah, we were talking about Jeff Rotz. He only made one mistake there with the double. Even the walk, he had a couple pitches that really could have been either way. So it was just that one mistake to Liang Pei.
Li Ning looking for his first hit against the Chill. He reached twice in the last game on an error and a fielder's choice. 3-1 muscled out to left field down the line. Making the turn is Liang Pei, and it's 2-0 China. Bang, start in the first inning.
It's the opposite field hitting again. We saw it with a double from Liang Pei. Now Li Ning gets it past the third baseman, Tristan Charlo. And it's an easy 2-run lead here now for Team China.
China working the lines already. They haven't hit anything particularly hard, but they've got it just past Charlo and Spano at first and third. It's 2-0 with 2 outs on 2 hits for China. We've got Lu Yun, the number 6 hitter, up. Rot's just trying to keep his team in the game, trying to limit the damage here. He's got a runner on first. Here's the pitch, downstairs and outside. It's 1-0. Lu Yun playing third base today. Did not appear in the last matchup between China and the Chill. Another fastball outside. He pulled it a little bit. It's 2-0 now.
Just saw Li Ning on first, pretending like he was going to steal. We've seen a lot of aggressive base running so far in this league, and let's see if Team China kind of adds on to that notion.
China has run the bases well so far this year. They've done really everything well. It's, again, just how much can they produce offensively? And so far they're off to a good start, and it's a hitter's count here for Lu Yun. 3-0 now with 2 outs, a runner on first. Jeff Rotz needs to work his way back into this count. He needs some soft contact here to get into the bottom of the first with just a 2-0 deficit. The big righty gets his sign, and here's the pitch. A 4-pitch walk to Lu Yun leads the way to Zhang Jin.
Rot's definitely feeling the pressure. We have seen some soft contact, and it just hasn't been going his way.
And again, while China hasn't really hit a ton so far this season, or obviously we're saying that, and it's only 2 games into the year. They've worked some good counts. They haven't swung at a ton of really bad pitches. They haven't struck out a ton either. It's been some bad luck, some really good defensive plays on each side too. But right now, they're trying to produce. Chopper goes foul. It's 0-1.
That was a big swing from Zhang Minjin. Minjin was the hero of the last game versus the Chill. Hit the walk-off triple, gave them the win against these Palm Springs Chill.
Zhang Jin with, again, the first walk-off of the season, the first big moment. And he's got 2 on now, getting ready for another one. 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. Fastball catches the corner, and it's strike 2. Looked like that might have been a cutter there. It came in at 84. Had a bit of bite on it at the end. It's 0-2 with 2 outs. Rot's trying to retire Zhang Mingjin. Mingjin trying to give China a 3, possibly 4-run lead if he could hit the gaps. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Rotz gets out of the jam. But not before China puts up a pair. We're going to the bottom of the first. The Chill down 2-0.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the first here in Palm Springs. We'll see China take the field for the first time after a 2-run first. Tagged on to Jeff Rott's 2 hits by China. A couple of walks. They left 2 on, but again, an RBI single by Li Ning and an RBI double down the line by Liang Pei has China up 2-0 before Zhao Wei even fires a pitch.
Yeah, we haven't seen too often China pitching with a lead. We've already seen that they do have some good pitching, holding the Palm Springs Chill to 3 runs and holding the Blue Sox, even though they lost, to only 2 runs.
In that Blue Sox game, too, we saw the potential of the Chinese pitching, a Blue Sox lineup that put up over 10 runs yesterday. I think it was a 12-4 game against the Bombers. It might have been 11-4. I might be wrong on that score. But they struck out over a dozen Blue Sox on the first game of the season in the backfield. And again, a good pitching matchup against the Chill in that previous game. Held them to 3 runs. They ended up winning in the walk-off. But right now, it's their first time pitching with the lead against the Chill. And they'll lead off with Ethan Roberts, the right fielder.
Yeah, Ethan Roberts 2 for 4. 4 runs scored and an RBI in that 21-5 win against the Palm Springs Power.
He's been a good player so far. He reached all 4 times he came up yesterday. And he takes what looked like a breaking ball for strike 1.
Yeah, weird range of speed here for Zhao Wei.
Zhao Wei with an 0-1 count. Fires off, speed off the plate, and that's ball 1. It's 1-1 now to the leadoff man, Roberts. Roberts hasn't exactly had a ton of pops so far this season, but he's made really good contact. It's been a lot of barreled up ground balls. He's been working the gaps. He's been running the bases really well. Again, he can absolutely fly, and he's got a 1-2 count here. Foul checks that one right off the knob, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, his speed is why Tom Vaith trusts him to be the starting man in the leadoff spot for these Chill.
He's kind of your prototypical leadoff man. Again, he can fly around the bases, plays good defense, had a .330 career batting average at Truett McConnell College, .433 on base percentage, and set the school record for both single season and career stolen bases as he gets under one there. Short center field, Yuan settles under it for the first out.
Yeah, we see that contact hitting still from Ethan Roberts. Just got a bit under it. Yuan was able to make the easy grab for the first out.
And we've got Jamonte Woods coming up. Woods, like just about everyone on the Chill, had a good day yesterday. Walked in the first, he had 3 walks on the day. First, third, and fifth innings, he had a single and scored in the second. And right here, he's got 1 out and nobody on. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, Woods is always going to wait for his pitch. Just didn't get it yesterday against the Chill.
Zhao Wei fires with a 0-1 pitch. It's inside for ball 1. We've got Rotz on one side sitting mid to high 80s, low 90s, and Zhao Wei right here, he's going to be a little craftier today, working in the mid 70s as that one's blasted down the line, and Wang Jin can't come up with it as that one's declared foul.
Ming Jin so close to a web gem, just slips out of his glove. Fortunately for China, it does land in foul territory.
Zhang Mingjin has played some pretty good defense there at first base. He had a really unorthodox 3-4-3 putout in that first game against the Chill. Just a screamer down the line, kicked off his glove, hit over to the second baseman, and they were still able to retire the guy at first. Right there, he almost made a really good play, but can't come up with it. It's a foul ball, and we'll do it again. It's a 1-2 count to Jamonte Woods, who gets ready, steps in the box, and is set for the pitch from Zhao Wei. Wei working out of kind of a stretch right here. Kicks and fires. That one's lifted into right field, going back on that, and that drops 4 extra bases. Non can't come up with it. One of the deeper parts of the park, and it's a 1-out double for Jamonte Woods.
Yeah, nice piece of lefty-lefty hitting for Jamonte Woods. Non was almost able to get it, just tips off of his glove. Jamonte with the heart symbol after he gets to second with a double.
And it looks like we're giving that an error as it got just enough of Non's glove. He couldn't come up with it full sprint, and it came in and out of the glove. So it's an E9 to lead off things. First error of the game for Team China. A call that can kind of go either way, but right there it looked like he had just enough room to make the catch and can't come up with it, though. So we've got a runner on second with 1 out for Jarrett Burney.
Yeah, definitely a catchable ball there for Non. Understandable why it would be called as an error.
Jarrett Burney with the chill down 2. He's got a runner on second and takes a first pitch breaking ball that just loops into the zone. It's 0-1 now with 1 out. Burney's been great so far this season. He's hit all over the Chill lineup. Yesterday, he was their 6-hole hitter. And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, he went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs yesterday in that 21-5 win against the Power. Really big part of that offensive masterclass.
0-2 to Burney. Here's the pitch, chopper down the first base line, and that gets over the glove of Ming Jin into right field. Coming around third and scoring is Jamonte Woods. And back-to-back base runners for the Chill bring them their first run. Another error, as that one should have been caught by Zhao Ming Jin. And E3 gives them their first run, but it's unearned.
It's a great piece of hitting from Jarrett Burney. We saw him go 3 for 4 yesterday. Takes a breaking ball on the outside, able to push it into right field, and some good base running by Jamonte Woods, able to score them their first run.
John McGuire, the second baseman, who's had a good year so far, or a good couple of first days, steps into the box with Jarrett Burney on first. We've got 1 out, and it's a 1-run game as a breaking ball is fouled back. McGuire had a good day yesterday. He's out of New Lenox, Illinois. Played at University of St. Francis as Zhao Wei checks on Burney at first. 6'2", 200-pound, 23-year-old playing the middle infield. Some really good defense so far. McGuire swings at the 0-1 pitch, chopper up the middle. 6-4, can't get to 3 for the double play, but they've got the leadoff runner.
Yeah, that's all you can do if you're Team China. Get the leadoff runner. John McGuire just too fast on the base paths, but now you have 2 outs here in the first.
McGuire and Burney switch spots as they take the fielder's choice and take the out. We've got 2 outs and a runner on first for Dominic Bucco. Bucco did not play yesterday in the Chills game and hits that one right down the line. It's caught by Ming Jin, and he manages to shovel it for the third out. A great play defensively gets China out of the inning with a 1-run lead. The 3-1 putout gets China into the second, up 2-1. We'll be right back.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Two to one ball game here in the second inning. Jeff Rotz comes back out after some help from the offense. Couple of errors get the Chill on the board. And it'll be 8-9-1 due up for Team China. Yang Jin, the shortstop, coming up, leading things off. An eventful first inning for both sides. A couple hits from China, a couple walks, couple strikeouts. And again, for the Chill, they had back-to-back errors benefiting Jamonte Woods and Jarrett Burney. And it's a 2-1 game as a fastball outside starts things.
Yeah, Ross just needs to put that first inning behind him. You know, he did walk a couple guys, but now needs to be in control here in the second inning.
He looked pretty good, though. He's been in and around the zone. Again, the fastball looks good today, and he just hung a couple pitches that he had to pay for. 2-0 now. He's behind the leadoff man, Yang Jin. Yang Jin was hitting in the 8-hole in that first China Chill matchup. Had a single in the third and scored the first run, and he shoots that one down the left field line, foul into the Chill bullpen. The rare white-on-white matchup today, Evan. It's China wearing their white pants, white jerseys. They've got red ones, too. And it's the Chill wearing the all-white jerseys and pants today. Only real distinction is the numbers. China's got the red outline. The Chill have the teal bold numbers and letters on the front.
It is a nice color combination. Like the teal, like the red. China did wear their red jerseys in their last game versus the Chill. So I'm guessing they're just alternating.
And Jeff Rotz falls behind 3-1 with another fastball outside to Yang Jin. 3-1 pitch. Shot down the left field line, foul over by the bounce house. Looks like we've got some action in the China bullpen. We'll get you a name and number on that as soon as we can. But right now, it's 3-2 now with no outs here in the top of the second inning. 2-1 ball game here at Palm Springs Stadium. China over the Chill. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Yang Jin's worked some really good at-bats so far this year. Right now looking to add to that offensive total, though. Both teams coming into this game 1-1. Neither one has won a road game. They're 1-0 at home, each of them 0-1 on the road. China trying to change that here as he shoots that one up the middle for a base hit. Third of the game for Team China.
Yeah, some really good contact hitting from China. This is the offense kind of we have been hoping to see, and what we didn't really see in the first two games. It seems like They're getting back into the swing of things. Some good contact hitting from them.
And it's time to see, is this going to be the story of the first inning, or is it going to change for Jeff Rotz, who's, again, looked pretty good so far. He's been in and around the zone, but right there he just hangs one, a fastball right down the middle at 87. It's the 9-hole hitter, Dunan, up with a runner on first. He squares up to bunt, and that one just misses, pulls it back in time, though. It's ball one.
Yeah, China, we saw multiple bunts from China against the Chill in their game a couple days ago. So not too surprising. China seems to be the only team that really tries bunting, and they do it a lot.
They do it a lot. They hit and run a lot. They really do all the small things right with the 1-0 pitch here to Dunan. Squares up again and pulls it back. It's ball two.
Player in the China bullpen seems to be number 36, Sun Guanzhang. See if he comes in for Zhao Wei at some point in the next inning.
And we'll see if Dunan squares up again with the 2-0 count. He's got Charlo charging in a little bit. Playing just off the grass. Squares up again, pulls it down the first base slide. It's a beauty. Throw by Rotz. Doesn't get him in time. Some hustle small ball from China has him on first and second.
Yeah, China practices the bunting all the time, and we see it there. That's a perfectly placed bunt down the first base line, and he's just too quick for Rotz and Spano. Able to get on first, and now there's 2 on, no outs.
Absolutely perfectly executed drag bunt by China there. Has him in a good spot for the leadoff man, Hu Tianyuan. He walked and scored in the first inning, advanced on a passed ball. And right now he's got, again, runners on first and second. Squares up to bunt again and pulls it back, but it was a strike.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep bunting if it means you're going to get on base. Especially advancing the runners to second and third, even if you do get out.
With China, it's a different brand of baseball, but it's really entertaining. I mean, again, there's a lot of action, a lot of good base running, and right here, no funny business. Yuan is just squaring up right away. Pulls it back and takes ball one. It's 1-1 now with no outs.
Yeah, in a sport where the long ball seems to be the most celebrated way of playing, China's small ball has really been entertaining to watch, and it seems like an underrated way to play baseball. It's working out for them very well in this inning.
Haven't seen a ton of slugging for the first couple of days of the Winter League, but we saw a massive home run yesterday as he goes after that one and just misses it. It's 1-2 now. But yesterday, Ethan Martini on the Chill hit what I'm guessing is probably the biggest home run of the year so far through the first 3 days. He hit it all the way from the auxiliary field to about 50 feet into the grass here at Palm Springs Stadium. And it was an absolute 3-run bomb with the 1-2 pitch going low for ball two.
Yeah, Ethan Martini as well as Asaf Loengart, the only two players to hit home runs so far in this season. Asaf Loengart barely got one over the Public Golf Desert Island sign out in left field. I think it tracked it around 368 feet.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Hu Tianyuan trying to get his first hit against the Chill. He went 0 for 3 in that first game. Grounded out to first, grounded out to third, and flew out to left field in the first, third, and fifth innings, respectively. He reached for the first time here in the first inning, and now he's in the top of the second with a 2-2 count and 2 on. That one goes inside and gets past Chusana. Both runners will advance 90 feet, and it's a full count now. Chusana tosses it back to Rotz, who can't get it cleanly, but only gets away a couple feet.
Yeah, just an unfortunate turn of events here. Hu Tianyuan looking to bunt and advance the runners, doesn't need to do that anymore. Now they advance on the pass ball.
The left-handed hitting Yuan, again, reached on a walk and scored. It's one of 2 China runs so far, and they've got a 2-1 lead over the Chill. 4 hits so far this game, 2 errors that led to a Chill unearned run. But China looking to strike here. They've got 2 runners in scoring position, and here's the payoff pitch. Rotz gets set and deals. Outside ball 4, and the bases are juiced.
Yeah, Rotz doesn't seem to be in command right now, walking Yuan to make the bases loaded here with nobody out. Definitely not what you want after that 2-run first inning. You know, you're trying to pick up your offense. They're trying their best. They did score one in the bottom of the first. Really bad scenario here for Jeff Rotz.
And it's really the first time he's let the command get by him. Again, he's looked pretty sharp so far. He hung a couple pitches over the middle, but other than that, he's really been pounding the zone as Tom Vaith, the manager for the Chill, will go to the mound, have a quick meeting with Rotz. There's no one warming up in the Chill bullpen, so it looks like this is just Tom Vaith trying to get into his pitcher's mind, trying to clear things up a little, get a little bit of a mental reset.
Yeah, we saw yesterday after a mound visit, one of the pitchers absolutely lock in and get a couple strikeouts after giving up 6 runs. That was for the Blue Sox yesterday. So it just takes, you know, the manager coming out there telling you, stay accurate. You don't need to put some velocity on it. Stay in the strike zone. Stop walking guys, and let's get out of this inning unscathed.
Caleb Ware and Dominic Bucko meeting in center field. Ethan Roberts, the only one on his own. He stayed in right, but Tom Vaith will leave the mound. His meeting with the infield, probably set up a couple of defensive plays for different opportunities here. And right now it's Jeff Rotz trying to get out of this jam. He's got the bases loaded and no outs here. China with no outs in the second inning, trying to put a crooked number on the scoreboard. It's their second hitter, Jing Wen Bin, the left fielder who flew out to right in the first inning, up with a good opportunity here. Rotz with the first pitch, fastball down the middle for strike 1.
You see that accuracy. It was a fastball, 87. Usually he's up at 89, 90. So bringing his velocity down, but getting it in the strike zone.
Has been a long first 2 innings for Rotz. Not particularly efficient, but that's what happens when you've got 4 hits and 2 runs on the board through the first inning. And that one's right down, right in between the gap for a base hit. 1 run scores, runners go 90 feet station to station, and it's 3-1 after an RBI single by Jingwen Bin.
We saw the defensive alignment, third baseman Tristan Charlo was in, trying to get the force out at home, and it gets right past him, as well as the shortstop Bernie. And as you said, station to station, we keep it going with the bases loaded, no outs.
Looked like Dunon was trying to score there, but he got held up by the third base coach, and probably good decision there as there's still no outs. And we'll do it again. Bases loaded for the 3-hole hitter, Liang Pei, who ripped a RBI double down the right field line in the first inning. Takes a first pitch fastball outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and that was a great decision by the third base coach. You know, you don't need to rush anything. Don't want to risk outs.
Looks like timeout was called, or...
Yeah, there was a baseball out in center field. Dominic Bucko had to throw it back onto the turf field. Some sort of workout going on over there for one of the teams.
We heard that the Blue Sox were working out there this morning. I'm not sure if that's still them. I see a lot of black jerseys out there, but here we go with a 1-0 count and the bases loaded to Liang Pei. Fastball runs inside for ball 2. Rotz desperately needs to work back into this count. He needs a strikeout or an infield fly ball or something of the sort just to get that first out right now. Anything in the outfield will score another run. 2-0 count for Rotz. Fastball runs upstairs. It's 3-0 now. We've got some action in the Chill bullpen. Not sure on the numbers so far. A player taken off a hoodie.
Do see Johansel Gomez, the 6'8" pitcher, out there. Don't know if he's warming up or not, though.
3-0 pitch. Catches the corner for strike one. Seems unlikely that Gomez will pitch today, as he's pitched the first 2 days in the Winter League. Did some good work for the Chill yesterday, providing 3 innings of relief.
Yeah, it looks to be number 3, Tristan Baker, warming up right now for the Chill.
3-1 pitch from Rotz to Liang Pei. Chopper to third. He'll throw to home to get the force out. Gets the leadoff runner there, but no one else. It's still bases loaded, but 1 out now for Chillin. Rotz can't take a deep breath yet, but can lighten up a little more as he's got a double play opportunity to get him out of the inning with no more damage.
Yeah, Chusano with the heads-up play, able to go home. Not able to get the guy at first, but still being able to prevent another run from scoring.
And it looks like, actually, they're saying that run scored. The throw pulled Chusano off the bag, so a fielder's choice that pulled him off the bag scores the 4th run of the game for MLB China.
Yeah, hard to see up here, but it seems like they did end up scoring that run. China already has as many runs as they had in their last game against the Chill.
It's 4-1 here, and Rotz needs an out as he gets ahead 0-2 now against Chen Jiaji, who struck out in the first. Jiaji, one of 2 strikeout victims. He got caught looking. And right now he's in danger of giving Jeff Rotz his first out of the 2nd inning. But they've got a 3-run lead now. It's 4-1 China. Rotz needs another strike here. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got the first out. Strikeout number 3 of the game for Jeff Rotz. But he's still got work to do.
Yeah, big confidence booster, but you got to keep in mind, still bases loaded, 1 out. Double play is still in order here before the defensive alignment. Chusano and Spano still kind of on that grass area.
It's the catcher, Li Ning, number 9, trying to help out his battery mate here. Again, bases still loaded and just 1 out here in the 2nd inning. First pitch, fastball. Just catches the zone. It's strike 1. Rotz has finally found the command after a rocky start to this 2nd inning. He started it with a single to Yang Jin, a single to Du Nan, and then walks to Hu Tian Yuan, and that one's up the middle. Looks at second, goes to first to get the out, but another run scores. 4-3 put out by McGuire to Spano, but it's an RBI fielder's choice for Li Ning.
Yeah, the second baseman, McGuire, picks it up. Doesn't really know where to go, whether it be second or first. He realizes the double play isn't in order. Makes the easy throw to first. Now there's 2 outs.
2 outs here for Liu Yun, the third baseman who walked in the 1st inning. He's got runners on 2nd and 3rd and just gets a piece of that one. It's foul. But so far, it's been a productive inning for China. Again, runners on 2nd and 3rd. It's Jing Wenbin and Liang Pei at 2nd and 3rd. Hu Tian Yuan scored on that fielder's choice. It's 5-1 here. Rotz with the 0-1 pitch. Just high, ball 1. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a leash Tom Vaith gives Rotz here. He's got 2 outs. If he gets out of this inning, are they going to give him a 3rd? They're down 4 now. Still don't have a hit. Ground ball gets past the diving third baseman. 1 run scores. Here comes Jing Wenbin. And it's 7-1 China.
Yeah, this is getting ugly for Jeff Rotz. 7-1. We thought he was going to come in here, be a little more comfortable in a new inning, but gives up 5 runs, and Tom Vaith looks to be making the change now.
2 RBI single, and again, yeah, it looks like Tom Vaith's going to take his pitcher out. That's the day for Jeff Rotz as they'll go to the new arm. Rotz, it looks like Vaith is pointing out, and now he takes the ball from Rotz. It's an inning and 2/3. He's given up 7 so far, all of them earned. And his book is not closed yet, though. He's got a runner on first. It's Liu Yun. And we've got a new man on the mound coming into trying to clean up the fire. Evan, what can we see here?
Yeah, it's a lefty, Tristan Baker. It's just honestly getting out of this inning, trying to get the offense back and going. We see Tristan Baker warming up right now, 6', 190.
The 27-year-old out of Charlotte. Played at Western Carolina, and he's played in the Cape Cod League. Played in the Winter League a couple years ago. Through 80.2 innings of work in Western Carolina University, and right now he's got some damage control to do.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of returners come here who are familiar with this stadium. Tristan Baker hopefully using that to his advantage,
He's
at least on the pitcher side.
Two-way player, left-handed pitcher, and outfielder. And right now it's on the mound that he needs to help out his Chill, keep him in the game. It's a 6-run game here in the second inning with just 2 outs.
Yeah, obviously, it's really early on. It's only the top of the second. You do have some time to put some runs on the board if you're the offense. So definitely don't put your heads down. Stay confident. Believe that you can come back and win this one. It is just an offensive performance from China that we haven't seen so far this season.
Yeah, and let's take a moment to acknowledge that the question all year, or really throughout the first weekend coming into today, was can China put it together offensively? They've scored just 4 runs on the season, and right now through the first inning plus, it's 7 out of the Chinese national team tagging up on the Chill. What a start for them. They couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of small ball as well from China. We saw that bunt, of course, that bunt single. But we've also seen 5 more singles coming from Team China. We've just seen 1 double. A lot of contact hitting, a lot of hitting to the opposite field, and a lot of good base running we've seen. So just all around a really good offensive performance from China. And we're only in the second inning.
It's not quite the barrage of singles that we saw from the Chill coming against China, where they put up 10 singles of their own. They scored just 3 runs, though, against China. They weren't able to string it together. But right now, again, it's big number 3 on the mound, Tristan Baker, trying to keep it to just a 6-run deficit. It's Zhang Mingjin coming up, the walk-off hero in the first game against these two, and he's got a runner on with 2 outs. Facing off against the new guy, Tristan Baker, who gets his sign, comes set, working out of the stretch. First, he'll throw back to first to check in on Liu Yun, who didn't look like he was going anywhere. He takes a quick step and a hop back to first base, and we're still waiting for that first pitch.
Decent lead right now for Liu Yun.
First pitch with 2 outs. Gets a called strike 1. 79 on the corner. Baker was named SoCon Pitcher of the Week a couple of times. Was the Southern Conference Academic Honor Roll as a freshman over at Western Carolina. And he's ahead 0-1. Too low, and it's ball 1 now.
Seeing a new pitcher in Team China's bullpen. It's lefty Zhao Wei instead of Sun Guangzhou.
And this is the advantage that China has. They've got a bigger roster. They brought their whole national team out here. They've got a lot of pitchers. They can mix things up as they please, basically. 1-1 pitch almost gets past Chusano. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Team China has 12 pitchers listed on the roster. That's not even included players that might be two-way. Palm Springs Chill on the other side only have 7.
China brought over around 30 players here, and they'll see varying time. It's, again, just a goal of that regional in Tucson, how they could do there. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's even at 2.
Well, if China wants to advance anywhere in that regional, they need the offense that they're putting up right now. 7 runs, some small ball, great hits, taking advantage of this large field.
Zhang Mingjin 0 for 1, struck out in the first, trying to continue this offensive explosion from China. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, another K, and Tristan Baker puts out the fire. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 7-1 China here in Palm Springs.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the second here in Palm Springs, and it's been a offensive outburst from Team China. They're up 7-1 against the Chill. 2-run first and a 5-run second. Has them up 7-1. They've allowed that 1 run on 2 errors, but they're feeling good right now.
Yeah, Zhao Wei pitched the first inning with a 1-run lead. Now here in the second, has a 6-run lead, so he's going to feel really comfortable here pitching to these guys.
Yeah, it's not too often you get to go out for both innings with a lead, and he's going out for his second inning of work with a 6-run lead. Now it's Tristan Charlo, Braden Spano, and Caleb Ware. 6, 7, and 8 of the Chill lineup due up. Looking there for their first hit against China, who has, again, been one of the better pitching teams so far as he fires in a fastball for ball 1.
Yeah, and even with small leads or being down, Team China's still been able to have a good pitching performance. So now they're looking like going to be some dominance while they have a 6-run lead.
Both teams 1-1, but it's been night and day how they both got there. That one's off the end of the bat, floating down the right field line, foul in the bullpen. Again, China won that close game against the Chill, 4-3 walk-off in 7 innings. And the Chill, obviously they lost that one there, but they had the offensive masterclass yesterday on the backfield, 21-5 against the Power, and China lost a close game. It was another close game against the Blue Sox. First game of the CWL season. It was 2-1 against the Blue Sox in a pitching clinic on both sides. 1-1 pitch, inside ball 2.
Yeah, China has been consistently in these 2 games playing some really close baseball, but now it seems like they're running with a comfortable lead for the first time this season.
2-1 pitch. Down low, it's ball 3. Zhao Wei hasn't really fallen behind a ton. Obviously, it's through 1 inning of work, but he gave up just those 2 errors to Jamonte Woods and Jarrett Burney. And now it's Tristan Charlo with the hitter's count. He takes strike 2. It's full. Charlo thought that one was outside, but it was just high in the zone, so it's a full count now.
Yeah, Charlo was taking his leg guard off, tossed the bat, looking like he was about to go to first. Umpire has to give him the bad news.
Yeah, just clipped the top of the zone. 3-2 pitch here from Zhao Wei. He waits and fires. Hard chopper to shortstop, fielded by Jin. Throw down to first, easy 6-3 putout to start the second inning.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball that Jin was able to make. Throw it over to first, 99 off the bat of Charlo. Good play by the shortstop, Jin.
And this is what's going to lead China this year. Their defense and pitching, while they might not be throwing anything that's going to really blow you away right now, we've got Zhao Wei sitting in the mid to high 70s. They've got a lot of soft contact, like that one right there off of Zhao Wei's leg into right field. It's going to be a bloop single. Hard shot, 97 off the bat. Goes right off of Zhao Wei's ankle. Hopefully he's all right. It looked like he's shooing everyone away right now. Ricocheted it down the right field line. And it's a single for Braden Spano. Gets on the unconventional way, though.
Yeah, it's always scary when you see a liner right coming back right at the pitcher. That one took a really weird bounce, and it looked like the first baseman, Ming Jin, just over his head. And it seemed like Spano could have gone two there. He just kept rolling into the outfield. But he only takes the one base.
Almost went into the Chinese bullpen, and thankfully it looked like it just got the bottom of Zhao Wei's foot or something like that, because not for a second did he look rattled or in any sort of pain. And he delivers a first pitch strike there. It's 0-1 to Caleb Ware.
Yeah, the first two batters really getting good barrels on the ball. 99 off the bat of Charlo, 97 off the bat of Spano.
And with that, it's the first hit of the game for the Chill, and they've got a runner on first. 0-1 pitch, beautiful breaking ball in there, gets the zone. It's 0-2 now to Caleb Ware. Nick Chusano, the 9-hitter, on deck, trying to turn it over to the top of that lineup. But it's 0-2 here with 2 outs, or with 1 out. That one driven and lifted into left field. Settling under that is Ben, and he'll throw it back in, an easy second out.
Caleb Ware reaching out for that one. Able to pull it to left, but just not far enough. Easy grab by the left fielder, Ben.
And you said reached out for, he really had to go out for that one off the end of the bat, and it was nearly in the left-handed batter's box. But now it's Nick Chusano, the backstop for the Chill. With 2 outs, he takes ball 1. 77 from Zhao Wei, down it up a little bit more. We've been seeing him sit around 74 to 76 so far. Zhao Wei with the 1-0 pitch, and that one's just off the end of the bat into shallow right field, and Nan comes in for the 3rd out. Quick inning after the explosion for China, and we're going to the 3rd. China up 6. It's 7-1.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
We're back for the third inning, and it's been an eventful first to 7-1. Team China, they've allowed just one hit, and 2 errors on them have got the Chill on the board. But a 5-run second inning and 6 hits have them ahead 6. And they're trying to add on here against Tristan Baker, who came in for the starter, Jeff Rotz, who just won an inning and 2/3.
Yeah, we saw Tristan Baker come in. It was only 1 out, but it was a very good strikeout of Zhang Mingjin, his second of the game.
Yeah, the final line for Jeff Rotz, an inning and 2/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. He struck out 3, and right now it's Tristan Baker trying to keep Chill as close as they can in this game. It's going to be 8, 9, and 1 for Team China coming up.
What we saw in the second inning, it started with 8-9-1, and it was single walk. But now they're facing a lefty in Tristan Baker, so have to see how they play this.
It's been a tale of 2 sides for these 2 teams. The Chill have been grinding through, getting hit around, trying to just stay in this game, trying to keep it competitive. And Team China, they've been cruising. They've just faced the lineup so far. And here is Yang Jin, who fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. China has they've already sent 16 batters to the plate so far. Here's their 17th. Yang Jin singled and scored in the second inning. 0-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And so far for Tristan Baker, it's been good. Again, he only faced 1 batter. He struck out Zhang Mingjin, his second K of the day. But again, he put out the fire. He left the runner on, and he got the Chill to this point. 1-1. It's on the corner, 80 miles an hour. It's 1-2 now.
That one definitely could have gone either way. Looked to be a good frame job from Nick Chusano.
Again, Chusano has taken the bulk of the innings. He's the only primary catcher listed on this Chill roster, and he's been good so far. 5'8", 195 pounds. The 23-year-old has done good work, and it's 2-2 now.
Did see Bing Non Wu, though, catching in replacement while Nick Chusano was trying to get his gear on in between innings.
2-2 pitch. Catches him looking backwards. K starts the inning for Tristan Baker.
Yeah, that one was right down the middle. It seemed like Yang Jin was expecting another type of pitch from Tristan Baker, but he gets caught frozen in the batter's box.
Yeah, there was nothing to it, and no funny business, no playing around. He just reared back and dialed up 81 on the corner. And now it's Dunan, who again singled and scored in the second. Part of a barrage of Chinese batters in that inning. Put up 5 runs, and he's got a 6-run lead with 1 out here in the third. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch fouled into the Chinese dugout. One of them picked it up. It's 1-1 with 1 out now. 78 took a little bit off of it, but still effective. Baker out of the windup, fires. That one's lifted out to right field. Coming in on it is Roberts, and he'll make the catch. Quick 2 outs.
Another really good play from Ethan Roberts. You know, he's been really good, really speedy out there in right field. We saw him make a good play in the first inning. That one a line out right to him.
Third inning and third time Hu Tianyuan comes up. He's walked twice and scored both times. Looking to do a little more with the bat, but getting on base and scoring, you can't be unhappy with that. He's got 2 outs and nobody on. Trying to extend this inning as he takes strike 1.
Another good frame job from Chusano, but Tristan Baker, really good accuracy. He has a little bit of a lower velocity, able to pitch some strikes though.
0-1 pitch off the end of the bat, muscled into left field for a hit. First one of the day for Yuan, but his third time on already in as many innings. Leads the way to Jingwen Bin. Flew out to right field in the first, singled and scored an RBI single in the second.
We've seen that type of hitting from Team China, just hitting it to the opposite field. Some good contact hitting from this team. We've seen it a lot here in this one.
Braden Spano holding on Yuan, but the rest of the defense playing him straight up, and that's a first pitch fastball just high for ball 1. (7-1) ball game here in the top of the third in Palm Springs. China with a big lead over the Chill in the first rematch here of the Winter League season. 1-0 pitch grounded to the third, gets under Charlo's glove, and they'll go 90 feet. Runners on first and second after the single by Jingwen Bin.
Yeah, this team is really putting Tristan Charlo to work. He's been real active over there, as well as the left fielder, Caleb Ware. Just hitting it over to that left side. As we're talking about, a lot of singles, a lot of small ball coming from this Team China offense.
Barreled it up there, 92 off the bat, and Charlo just couldn't get it in between hops there. Gave it a good diving effort, but a single nonetheless. He's got runners on first and second for Liang Pei, who's 2 for 2 so far. He takes strike 1. He's a triple and a home run away from the cycle. But we're obviously early in the game. In the third inning here in Palm Springs with 2 outs, it's a 0-1 count. Liang Pei, the number 3 hitter, the center fielder today for China. Tristan Baker looks back at second and throws the pitch, and it's into the right field, caught by Ethan Roberts. Had to go down for that one, but it's the third out of the inning. And China, for the first time, held scoreless. It's still 7-1 here in Palm Springs. We'll be right back for the bottom. Bottom of the third here in Palm Springs, and it's a new man on the mound. Sung Guangzhan takes over for Zhao Wei here in the third with a 6-run lead. China over the Chill. The righty will try and coast to what could be China's second win of the year, but again, it's still early. Guangzhou will face off against the top of the Chill lineup. It's Ethan Roberts, Jamonte Woods, and Jarrett Burney.
Yeah, this Chill offense has seen Guangzhou before. He pitched in their first game, pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 2 in his first outing in the CWL.
Yeah, and for Zhao Wei, it was a good day's work. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was not earned. Did not walk a batter. Didn't get a strikeout either, but still effective. He faced 9 batters, and he's got China in a real good spot for Sun Guangzhou to take over.
He did what he needed to do, kept that lead going for Team China. Offense was able to pick him up.
Ethan Roberts out of Truett McConnell, who's had an active day in the outfield so far, steps in. He popped up to second base in the first and sees a first pitch ball inside. Righty-righty matchup here. Might prove a little tougher for Roberts. Second pitch, good attempt at a frame job there by Ning, but can't get the call. It's 2-0 now. Dialed it up a little bit there. It's 88 from Guangzhou. 2-0 pitch, 87, gets the corner and the call. It's 2-1 now.
Ethan Roberts waiting for pitch he wants to swing at. Getting a good feel of Guangzhou.
And that one right there would have been a good one. Caught a lot of the plate. 2-1 pitch. Fastball there and off the end of the bat, foul. Barely got a piece of that one. It was down and needed all of that bat and ripped it down the third baseline, but Yun tossed it into the Chill dugout, and it's 2-2 now. 2-2, no outs. Chill down 6 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Painted on the corner for strike 3. Got him looking. First strikeout of the day for Sun Guangzhou.
Good frame job there from Li Ning. A little bit outside. Could have been called a strike either way, but he confirms it, and Roberts goes down looking.
Yeah, just off the plate it looked like, but still a good job by that backstop, getting the call for his pitcher. And smooth sailing so far for China. Jamonte Woods, who reached and scored the only Chill run so far on an error. And he takes a first pitch strike there. Thought about going for it, but held up. Still called, though. It's 0-1 with 1 out here in the third inning. Jamonte Woods, the DH for the Chill. 0-1 pitch outside. It's ball 1.
And even though Guangzhou has only pitched a third of an inning, there's still somebody else warming up in the China bullpen. It's number 38, Zhu Ji, as well as somebody in the Chill bullpen.
Again, Woods had a good day yesterday. Had just 1 hit in the blowout against the Power, but he walked 3 times and scored. Can't really complain going 1 for 2, but he had 3 walks in that game, and he's got a hitter's count here. It's 2-1. Swings right through the fastball there. 89 up in the zone, couldn't catch up. It's 2-2 now. Nobody on, 1 out here in the third inning. China, the visiting team, with a big lead already after a 5-run second inning. 2-2 pitch. Off the bat, Chopper to second, cleanly picked up, throw down to first, gets him in time. Yuan to Ming Jin. The 4-3 putout has 2 outs on the board for China.
Good defensive play there from Yuan and Ming Jin. He was able to dig it out there, able to pick it, keep nobody on the base paths. Now 2 outs.
China looking for another quick inning, looking for a 1-2-3. Jarrett Burney trying to stop that. Had a hard hit ground ball that took a weird hop to Ming Jin. It was ruled an error, And it ended up scoring Jamonte Woods. He takes a first pitch ball. Jarrett Burney, the 3-hole hitter, the shortstop today, has had an eventful season. Has made some really flashy plays out there, has had a couple errors, but it's been a lot of work out there defensively for him. He's been pretty good with the bat so far. Sees the 1-0 pitch off the bat, pushed into right field, down the line. That's going to be extra bases, rolling almost to the wall. He's going around second, and he'll stay there. 2-out double for Jarrett Burney. Second hit of the day for the Chill.
Yeah, we were talking about Jarrett Burney. He's a real big offensive threat for this Chill offense. Went 3 for 4 in the last game with 2 RBIs. Reached on an error. Could have been called either way. But he, again, hits it to the opposite field, and that one almost goes all the way to the wall. He's able to get 2 with the double.
The Suwanee, Georgia native, the 23-year-old, has the Chill with a runner in scoring position for John McGuire. Burney out of Reinhardt University has done well so far. But the Chill have got a lot of work to do. They've got an uphill battle so far. They're down 6 with 2 outs here in the third. McGuire reached on a fielder's choice and watches a first pitch strike. Good breaking ball there.
Looked to freeze up McGuire a little bit. Wasn't ready for a first pitch breaking ball. A lot of movement there.
And the new Lenox native, it's been good production from that middle infield for the Chill. They've taken most of the reps there. And they're going to need him here. 0-1 pitch inside for ball 1. 68, took a lot of it off there. Looked like a big looping curveball. Sung Guangzhou, with as much pressure as you can have with a 6-run lead, he struck out the first 2 batters that he faced, and right now he's looking to continue the clean work. It's 2-1 now. Two and one with 2 outs here in the third. Jarrett Burney on second base. John McGuire at the plate, and he swings through a good fastball there.
First fastball we've seen in this at-bat. A lot of breaking balls to John McGuire early on. Was able to get him to swing a little bit late with the fastball.
Deuce is wild here. 2-2, 2 outs here in the third inning. The Chill looking to climb back as that one's driven down the right or left field line, foul. Saw a breaking ball, jumped all over it, but pulled it foul. Over by the hitting cages down the left field line. Went 272 feet. Wasn't going to leave the stadium, but if he got it down the line, could have had extra bases, would have surely scored Jarrett Burney. But we'll do it again. It's a 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Guangzhou looks back at second and deals. That one outside. Did he go? And the first base umpire says he did. Bookend Ks for Guangzhou. Puts up a 0-4 China. It's 7-1 going to the fourth. Top of the 4th inning, and another new man on the mound. It's Fu Yuan Cheng for the Chill, taking over after some good work by Tristan Baker. The big righty delivered an inning and a third. 2 hits, did not allow a run, did not allow a walk, and he struck out 2 in the 6 batters he faced. Yuan Cheng, a familiar face for the Chill. He's had a couple appearances so far. Actually pitched 3 innings in that game against China, allowed 1 run. So he's been solid so far this season. Possibly giving him some bulk here.
See what happens using third pitcher here only in the 4th inning. It's possible that he will get some run, depending on how his outing goes in this first inning of work.
In for his first inning of work, and he'll face off against Chen Jiaji, Li Ning, and Lu Young. He's on the mound looking at that lineup, wondering if they're thinking about me. It's his 2nd time seeing him, obviously, and again, trying to provide this chill team with some length, trying to keep them in this game. It's 7-1 China right now. After an outburst in the first 2 innings, 2 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second. Chill got their first 0 on the board in the 3rd, and they're going to need another one here.
It seems like we have a pinch hitter here. It'll be number 72, Luo Jinjun, pinch hitting for Qian Jiaji.
Luo Jinjun steps up to the plate. Chen Jiaji struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. And presumably it's just a straight-up switch of the DHs. First pitch by Yuan Cheng is inside for ball 1. It looked like that caught the corner for strike 1. Now he's already ahead 2-0. Good fastball there. Got Jinjun swinging. So it's 0-2 now with no outs here in the 4th inning. And he thought he had it there. 79 below the zone. It's 1-2. Chopper down the right field line. Cleanly fielded throw to first gets him. 5-3 put out, the first out here in the inning.
And again, Tristan Charlo getting a lot of work out there at third base. Nice routine grounder, able to get the first out for Fu Yuan Chen.
Tristan Charlo, John McGuire, Jarrett Burney, Dean Spano too, or Braden Spano. That whole infield for the Chill has been big for them, and they're going to need them to bring the bats today. Down 6 in the 4th, it's Li Ning. Ning with a 1-0 count, 1 out here. Takes a fastball right down the middle for strike 1.
Some good pitching early on here for Fu Yuan Cheng. In control of the strike zone right now. Very accurate with his pitches.
1-1 pitch. Pulls the string on it, gets the zone. It's in 1-2 now.
Another great frame job there from Nick Chusano.
1-2. Outside ball 2. Li Ning not really, or Yuan Cheng not really trying to pitch into Ning. Everything's been on that outer half of the plate, and he sets up there and gets the call. Fastball right on the black, gets his first strikeout of the day, sends Li Ning packing.
You were talking about it, hitting that outside corner. He hits it for all 3 strikes. Not even a swing of the bat for Li Ning, able to get him looking.
This would be a huge 1-2-3 inning for the Chill if Yuan Cheng can retire Lu Yun. Gets a first pitch ball inside. Yuan Cheng really working that glove side so far. Dots a fastball on the corner there. It's 1-1 with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the 4th inning. The Chill down 6 to Team China. Slider there, sweeps across the zone and stays in. It's 1-2 now. Quick pitch right there, pulls it out of the zone. It's 2-2 now. 2 outs here.
As you can see, Fu Yuan Chang again trying to hit that outside corner. He's been getting calls there all inning.
Another quick pitch just below the zone. He's worked it full now. It's 3-2, 2 outs. Here to Liu Yun. Working out of the windup, fires and chopper to third. More work for Charlo. Bobbled it, picked it up, and cleanly fires to first. The first 1-2-3 inning for the Chill. They'll go back up to hit down 6 in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Well, we're halfway home here in Palm Springs, bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Stephen Buxton, Evan Patoka joining you here, and it's a 7-1 China lead over the Chill. Sun Guangzhou going out for his 2nd inning of work after Zhao Wei, the Chinese starter, went 2 innings, delivered 1 unearned run. He didn't strike anyone out, but he didn't walk anyone. He was perfectly effective to start this Chinese game and leave them in a great spot. Again, 7-1 here. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 of the Chill lineup due up. Dominic Bucko leading off the inning. Grounded out to first and a 3-1 putout in the 1st inning. It's his 2nd at-bat here, and China has made quick work of the Chill lineup so far. First pitch, hard grounder to short, fielded by Jin. Throw down to first, 6-3 putout starts us here in the 4th.
Again, some good work from the Team China defense. Making those routine plays is huge, especially with the amount of errors we've seen so far in this league.
And I know we've seen 2 errors from China here in the game, but they've made every routine play you could possibly make so far this season. It hasn't been a ton of flash, but other than those 2 errors, which they're really both debatable on whether their errors could have gone either way. It's couple rough plays there, but they've been good defensively so far this season, and again, the pitching has been outstanding. Tristan Charlo ahead 1-0, and half swing there. He'll get called either way, and it's 1-1 now with 1 out here in the 4th. Charlo grounded out to short on another 6-3 putout, and he's trying to lead the way for Braden Spano, and Charlo swings through a fastball there.
Yeah, we've seen Charlo a lot, as we've been talking about, a lot of work over at third base. He's gotten a lot of balls, a lot of pitches hit his way.
1-2 pitch to Charlo. Ning tried to frame it, but it was just too far off the zone. 87 in the left-handed batter's box. It's 2-2 now with 1 out. Pitch by Guangzhou fought off and foul into the parking lot. Actually, that might have ended up short of the parking lot. Might have hit the batting cage, which Looks like the A's are warming up for their next game. That'll be 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one here at Palm Springs Stadium. Evan and I will also be on that call. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and a beautiful breaker falls out of the sky and gets him looking.
That's a great pitch. 14 inches of horizontal break, 12 inches of vertical break. An amazing curveball, but now it looks like they're going to be taking him out of the game.
Third strikeout of the day for Sung Guangzhong, and it was some great work from him. An inning and 2/3, didn't allow a run, just one hit. And we'll get you the name and number of this next Chinese pitcher. We'll be right back after a break.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
We're back here in Palm Springs. It's a 6-run game. Team China up 7-1 against the Chill. And we've got 2 outs here in the 4th after a pitching change. Sung Guangzhong nearly perfect. An inning and 2/3. He struck out 3. He allowed just the double to Jarrett Burney and faced just 6 batters. And China has been putting on a pitching clinic so far. Between the two, it's been 3 2/3 innings between Zhao Wei and Guangzhong. 1 hit, 1 run. And Zhao Ji, the new man on the bump, gets ahead of Braden Spano right away with a fastball down the middle, a swinging strike. It's 0-1. Nobody on and 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Breaking ball there, comes back into the zone, 69 and right on the corner. He's ahead 0-2 now.
It seems like the Chill offense doesn't know what to do with those breaking pitches. Really nasty stuff from the pitching staff of Team China.
0-2 now from China, who again has put on stellar pitching performance after stellar pitching performance. And he fouls back a fastball there. Braden Spanos still at 0-2 with 2 outs. If Spano can reach, Caleb Ware is on deck. If both can reach, Nick Chusano, the 9-hole hitter, is in the hole. 0-2 pitch. Fastball just high, 83, turned it up a little bit.
Spin rate on that one was 20-25.
Welcome to the new year. It's the year of the snake over in China now. 1-2 pitch. Lifted up in the air, foul right behind us in the press box. I don't hear my car alarm, so I think we're safe.
Yeah, every time a foul ball gets out of the park, I'm always just like, ooh.
And we'll do it again. 1-2 pitch to Braden Spano from Zhao Ji. Trying to make quick work of this Chill lineup. Floated a curveball in there again, but couldn't get it down. It's 2-2 now.
One of the rare instances this inning where that breaking ball doesn't fall in for a strike. Just misses high, though.
China's defense playing him straight up, a big gap up the middle. But right now, he's just got to get on base. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks finish up the inning for China. They'll go into the 5th, hitting up 6. It's 7-1 China. We'll be right back.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow. Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99.
Top of the fifth here in Palm Springs. Chill need to play catch up with Team China. They're down 6, trying to put up another 0. They've done a solid job since that second inning, back-to-back. In the third and fourth, they've silenced the China lineup, and it's Fu Yuan Cheng still on the mound. He took over last inning, and he'll face off against 8, 9, and 1 of the Chinese lineup. Zhang Mingjin due up. Yang Jin and Du Nan, they'll follow after. Zhang Mingjin 0 for 2 so far with 2 strikeouts.
We actually have another pinch hitter for Team China. It'll be number 54, Li Yu Yang, the lefty, up first against Fu Yuan Cheng.
So it'll be Li Yu Yang taking over, will probably take over first base duties too as well, as Zhang Mingjin's day is done. He finishes 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And Li Yu Yang trying to add to this 6-run China lead. China with 7 runs on 8 hits. They've allowed 2 errors. Those 2 errors brought the Chill their first and only run in the first inning. First pitch by Yuan Chung is outside for a ball. The Chill with 1 run on just 2 hits. It's been a China pitching masterclass so far, as that one's fought off into left field. That'll fall in front of Ware, and it's a leadoff single.
Deja vu. We've seen those types of hits before. We keep calling them out every time it happens. It's always that opposite field single, and it's the reason this offense has been so good. It's the reason why they have a 6-run lead right now.
It's the 5th inning, and it's the 3rd time in the game that China's leadoff man has reached. And that one's poked into left center field. That's going to roll almost to the warning track. It's extra bases. Rounding third, going home and scoring is Li Yu Yang. It's 8-1 China on the RBI double by Yang Jin.
Team China attacking that first pitch, getting some good contact off of Fu Yuan Cheng. Figured him out after putting up a scoreless inning in the 4th. Have already put up 1 run in the 5th now, just on 2 pitches.
That's kind of a tough break for Yuan Cheng. He didn't exactly get barreled up there. It was just 84 off the bat. But he hit it to the biggest gap in the park there in that left center field. And looked like it could have been a little bloop hit, just kept rolling and rolling and rolling until Bucko caught up to it. But now Yuan Chung has to forget about that as he deals a first pitch strike to Du Nan. Nan's 1 for 2 so far today. Had a single and scored in the 2nd. Flew out to right field in the 3rd. Here in the 5th, he's evened it up at 1-1. Nan, the big righty, he's waiting for Yuan Chung. Looks back at second, looks at home, and fires a good pitch right there that Nan swings right over. It's 1-2. No outs here in the 5th inning. They've got a runner on second. It's Yang Jin who hit that RBI double in the gap, scoring Lee Yu Yang. 1-2 pitch, driven out into right center field. That's going to be a single, and going second to third is Lee Yu Yang. Looked like that ball got away for a second. Advancing on the error is Dunan.
Yeah, just a really interesting decision there to throw it all the way home. You saw the stop sign being put on Yang Jin at third, and that throw home causes Dunan to move on to second base, and now the double plays out of order. Still no outs here.
Yeah, not exactly a fielding error, but and not really a mental error, just a bad break for the Chill, allowing that runner to advance on the throw straight to home. And it's runners on second and third for the Chinese leadoff man, He Tian-Yuan. He's reached all 3 times. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. He's scored both times, too. He's ahead 1-0. And that one's called a strike 79. Good job there by Nick Chusano with a pitch that was well off the plate, framing it to get that strike. 1-1, no outs here in the 5th. Good block there by a pitch in the dirt. It's 2-1 now. But Chusano might have just prevented a run right there.
And again, we've seen that from catchers around the league. Some good blocks, some run-saving blocks for these catchers. Nick Chusano, who has been playing the whole game, still getting work done, saving runs for their pitching staff.
And he needs to save every run he can, as that one's chopped to the first base line, fielded by Spano. He'll concede the run and take the out. Runner on third now on the RBI fielder's choice. Yang Jin scores from third. Dunan goes to third and replaces him there. And we've got 1 out with Dunan on third for Jingwen Bin.
Spano had no play at home there. Best decision was just tag the bag, get the lead, get the runner on first.
It's just how many more of those can they afford? They need to start putting up more zeros, and that offense needs to get going. They're down 8 here in the 5th as Jingwen Bin swings through a first pitch breaking ball.
Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand here for the Palm Springs Chill, now down 8. A 9-1 lead. Their offense only has 2 hits.
Driven down the right field line, picked up at third. Good hot shot there, 5-3 put out. But again, they concede another run.
Some good productive outs here from Team China. We saw that grounder to first, score a run. Another grounder to third, scoring a second. They've reached double digits now, 10-1.
And it's, again, a story of you can't be results-oriented in baseball. Fu Yuan Chung has thrown the ball pretty well so far, but 2 outs leading to 2 more runs for Team China. It's 10-1 here in the 5th. We've got 2 outs, and Liang Pei takes a first pitch strike. Second one runs inside, gets him off the plate. It's 1-1. China needs to pull out some shades of yesterday. Their offensive outburst against the Chill need to pull it out. What they did against the Power yesterday, they put up 21 runs. All of them earned against the Power.
Definitely an offensive showcase, but as we've seen, China has an insane pitching staff.
Yuan Chun's going to quick pitch him there, and he pulls it again. It's 2-2 now here with 2 outs. Nobody on, but a 9-run lead for Team China. Speeds it up again, and it's a chopper to third base. Fielded cleanly, fired down to first for the out. But China puts up 3. It's 10-1 going to the bottom of the 5th.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet, discovering our history, experiencing our scenic trails, getting that perfect souvenir. Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. China up big, trying to stroll to their 2nd win of the year against the Chill. It's 10-1 here in the 5th, and Zhao Ji going out for his 2nd inning of work. China has done it, put on a masterclass on the mound so far. Again, 10-1, they've allowed just 2 hits, and they've struck out about a half a dozen so far.
Yeah, you really have no complaints if you're Team China. You put up 10 runs on the board on 11 hits. Your pitching staff only gives up 2 hits just with the 1 run. All around a very nice game from Team China.
China with the 4 strikeouts so far, but they've allowed just 2 hits, the 1 unearned run on back-to-back errors by their defense. Scored Jamonte Woods in the 1st inning. But now it's 8-9-1 due up. Caleb Ware leading things off for the Chill. Ware 0 for 1 so far. Hasn't hit since the 2nd. Flew out to left field. And Nick Chusano fell to the same fate as Ware. Both of them flew out to left field in the 2nd inning. They'll be leading things off. Up against Zhao Ji, who fires in a first pitch ball.
And we were talking about Ethan Martini's big home run in the game against the Palm Springs Power. He's now the first base coach.
They're going to need him to pull out something as he's got a duck there. That one's fought off for a strike. Into the Chinese bullpen. Not hit particularly hard, but was in on the hands, and Caleb Ware's got a 1-1 count now with nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Palm Springs, down 9. He swings through a good fastball there.
Speaking of the Chinese bullpen, Hua Don Kai Rang is warming up over there. Could be ready to go for next inning, or this inning, depending on what happens here.
1-2, quick pitch, pulled down the line, foul. Into the Chill bullpen, no one in there except... They've got one guy in a hoodie, don't know the number there, but he'll run it back, toss it to his teammate, and we'll go again. 1-2 count here. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Zhao Ji with the delay in the delivery, and that one's fought back. Foul ball again.
And it seems like we're going to, from the foul ball, we're going to get a red-on-red matchup, so a lot of red we're seeing today in these 2 games.
It'll be the A's against, as that one's chopped up the middle. Good play by G with the backhand. Throws it to first for the out. 1-3 put out on Caleb Ware. But it'll be the A's against the Power in the 2nd game. That'll start about 20 minutes after this first one ends, and the Chill down to their last 5 outs. Or their last 7 outs. They've got 1 out here in the 5th. Breaking ball falls into the zone to Nick Chusano.
Another one of those nasty curveballs for Team China's pitching staff. Chill don't seem to know what to do with them.
And it's just about the most complete game we've seen out of China. Again, they had that walk-off against the Chill, and they're looking to go 2-0 against them and get their first road win of the season. They'll move to 2-1. They'll be just behind the Blue Sox and A's, who are sitting at 2-0 on the season right now. And a good off-speed pitch right there gets Chusano swinging. It's 1-2 now with 1 out.
Yep, Palm Springs Chill with this loss fall to 1-2. Still early in the season, though.
1-2 pitch driven out to left field. Gets down in time for a base hit. First knock of the day for Nick Chusano. Third of the day for the Chill. And they've got a runner on first for their leadoff man, Ethan Roberts.
Feels like
Roberts looking to get on base for the first time today. He struck out and popped out to second. His first time seeing Zhao Ji. Breaking ball below the zone for ball 1. China again has a man in the bullpen, but no real urgency there. They're working with a 9-run lead. Good framing behind the plate by Ning. Gets a pitch a little bit off the plate, but he gets the call. It's 1-1 with 1 out. He's got Nick Chusano on first, Ethan Roberts at the plate. Fouled it back. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, Zhao Ji not even really looking at Nick Chusano as a base-running threat. He's not taking too big of a lead off of first. Still being covered, though, just in case he wants to throw one over.
Roberts was the first pitcher that Sung Guangzhou faced, and he struck him out looking. In danger of another strikeout here. It's 1-2 with 1 out. China looking to hold on to a 9-run lead, as that's a good double play ball there. 6-4-3 ends the inning. Almost ended the inning for China, as Ethan Roberts, who can fly down the lines, apparently beat that one out. It was a close play, but looks like Ty going to the runner right there.
Yeah, it was a really close play, but we've seen Roberts and his quickness in the outfield, and now we see it on the base pass. Still some good defense from Team China, just wasn't able to get it there in time.
And that's the main thing on Ethan Roberts, his speed. He stole over 100 bases in college. He's got a dangerous lead there, as the first pitch to Jamonte Woods is cut on and missed. Not even getting a look from Zhao Ji right here. The 0-1 pitch outside, and jumping up for that is Ning. It's 1-1 with 2 outs. The Chill have the Herculean task of putting up 9 more runs if they even want to take this thing to extras. China with the 10-1 lead. 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the fifth have us here. 10-1, 10 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. Chill have been silent offensively since the first. 74-mile-an-hour breaker down in the zone. It's 2-1 now. Jamonte Woods does not have a hit yet, but reached and scored the lone Chill run, as that one's driven into right field, and it's going to fall, but just in time for Dunan to dive and catch it for the 3rd out. The Chill got 6 outs left to come back, and China will go up to hit up 9 in the 6th. We'll be right back after a break.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Top of the 6th inning here in Palm Springs, and it's a blowout so far. China up 9 against the Chill. They're trying to add to that. They put up 2 in the first, 5 in the second, and 3 last inning. And they go into the 6th up 10-1. Fu Yuan Chung still on the mound. He'll face off against 3, 4, and 5 of the Chill lineup. Jarrett Burney to lead things off so far. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He reached both times, though, an error in the first. That scored Jamonte Woods on the only run of the game for the Chill. I'm sorry, I was reading off the wrong side of my lineup card, and I just went with it. It's Jin Jun leading things off.
We'll be seeing Jarrett Burney next inning.
We will.
Still have a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen. It looks like they have a fake batter out there as well.
Jin Jun with his second at-bat of the day, swings and misses through an off-speed pitch by Chung. Jin Jun grounded into a 5-3 putout in the 4th. He's here in the 6th and pokes that one just above first base, camping under his Spano, almost in the China bullpen, and it's a quick first out.
Yeah, that was right off the end of the bat. Braden Spano moving a little over, has to fight the sun, able to get it relatively easily for that first out.
Jin Chun 0 for 2 on the day with a 5-3 putout and a pop out to first base. But I think he's a little happier now knowing that their team's up 9 with 6 outs to go from their second win of the year. Li Ning coming up. He's 1 for 3 with a couple of RBIs and a chopper to third. Throw down to first in time to get the hustling Ning down the line. Good play there by Charlo.
Chang, after giving up those 3 runs, settling down a little bit, getting 2 quick outs, really builds up his confidence. China, first 2 games were decided by 1 run, now playing some comfortable baseball here.
Comfortable for the first time all year. Again, it's early in the season. Just their 3rd game, but got to be happy with what you're seeing so far. It's 10-1 here in the 6th inning, and 1-0 is the count to Liu Yun. Takes ball 2 right there.
Liu Yun showing bunt a couple of times here, pulling it back both times.
2-0 pitch. Catches the inside half of the zone. It's 2-1 now. After Liu Yun, it'll be Li Yu Yang. And that one's pushed down the line and caught by the Chinese third base coach. It's 2-2 now.
Smooth catch and throw by that third base coach.
If Liu Yang can reach, again, Li Yu Yang, if he can reach, Yang Jin will be up. They've got a 9-run lead and a 2-2 count, and he fouls that one back. Breaking ball that just kept sweeping inside to the right-handed batter and went right off the hands to the backstop. We'll do the 2-2 count again. 2 outs here in the 6th. Chung out of the windup, and he fires a ball outside. Full count here with 2 outs. Full count pitch, and that one's fouled down and looked like it got a piece of Chusana. Hopefully he's okay. He's in pain right now. Liu Yun checks on him as Chusano needs a minute to catch his breath and collect himself.
Chusano, the backbone of this defense, really leading the charge here. Only catcher listed on the roster. Of course, they have Bingnon Wu, who has caught before during this season. Have to see if he's okay. Tom Vaith is out there talking to him behind home plate.
One of our athletic trainers coming onto the field, and looks like a pain that a lot of them have experienced. Might have hit him in not the best spot for a catcher. Looks like he's all right, just needs a minute to breathe. Tom Vaith giving him that moment, talking to his catcher. And when we resume, it'll be a full count again with 2 outs. But more importantly is whether or not Chusano will stay in this game. It doesn't look like Bingnon Wu is putting on gear, so it looks like Chusano will be fine to stay. We'll slowly get him his gear and give him the time he needs to collect himself after a painful foul ball there.
Yeah, Chusano really in pain at first, but just needed a few minutes, couple minutes to heal up a little bit. Adrenaline pumping, getting ready for this 3-2 count.
That'll be hurting for the rest of the day, but here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one's lifted down the line, goes foul, just behind what looks like the A's team waiting for their game in a couple minutes.
Other than that 5th inning, Fu Yuan Shang has really done a good job on the pitching side of things.
And he's got a full count again. We'll do it again. Chop to short. Bernie throws it down to first in time to get him. Good job by Spano. Had to jump for it, but he gets back down in time on the 6-3 putout. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. China up 9.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Welcome back here in Palm Springs. Bottom of the 6th inning. China got 6 more outs to cover defensively till they coast to their 2nd win of the year. It's a 10-1 game over the Chill. Everything has gone right for this Chinese team, and they send out a new guy on the mound. Zhao Ji, some excellent work out there on the mound, did not allow a run, and it leads the way to Wadon Kai Rang in his 2nd appearance against the Chill, and it's some simple work. He's got Jarrett Burney, John McGuire, and Dominic Bucko to deal with, and maybe they'll send him to the 7th. If not, they've got a man in the bullpen right now warming up.
Yeah, Kai Rang pitched an inning versus the Chill, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 3 in his last appearance.
Kai Rang has some experience in the Frontier League, and right now he's got a 1-0 count against Jarrett Burney. 1-0 pitch, 83 outside. It's 2-0 now. Jarrett Burney has reached both times so far. It's his third at bat. He's 1 for 2, reached on an error and reached on a double. 2-0 pitch off the hands, fought into Sunrise Park. Doesn't look like we're going to see a ton of subs here in this 9-run game for the Chill. One of their bigger bats, Ethan Martini, still the first base coach for the Chill. And it's a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pushed into right field. That's going to fall down the line for a base hit. Second one of the game for Jarrett Burney as that's fielded by Non, thrown in. He'll settle at first and lead the way to John McGuire.
The third time Jarrett Burney has gone to the opposite field. That one just stays fair. He's doing a really good job of hitting it to the opposite field. First one was called as an error, but he's doing a really good job of getting on base for this Chill offense.
And he's going to need his teammates to follow suit. They've got a Herculean task, 9 runs over the next 2 innings plus if they even want to tie it. As that one in the dirt, Ning can't find it, but it stays close enough for Jarrett Burney to not even think about trying.
Yeah, Burney reacted a little too late to that one. Maybe could have taken 2 if he had a little bit more time.
1-0 to John McGuire, who's 0 for 2, but reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Thought about it there, but did not go. Still gets called for the strike one. Rang on the mound with no outs, 1-1 pitch, and he fires it back to first to check on Jarrett Burney, who slides back safe. Seen a lot of pickoffs from this Chinese team. Not sure if I've seen one get the batter out, though, but they've done a good job managing the running game. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good breaker there.
Yeah, I think China understands that there's a lot of aggressive base running in this league. Understanding that they can pick off a player if he gets caught sleeping on the base paths.
John McGuire, the 23-year-old, looking for his first hit of the day. 1-2 pitch off the end of the bat to second. 4-6, and they can't turn the double play. McGuire reaches on another fielder's choice.
Some more speed from McGuire. We saw it earlier. The 6'4" fielder's choice in the first inning, he was able to reach safely. And now this one, the 4-6, able to beat it out again to avoid the double play.
And that'll send Dominic Bucko on with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That one shot down the line. Good catch there by Ming Jin. But they'll say it went foul.
That's a great effort by Ming Jin. If that was fair, would have been a quick double play. But again, showing, even though it didn't count, showing that the Chinese defense has really put on a show, much like the offense as well.
The defense has put on a show. The offense has put 10 on the board, and the pitching has been outstanding through 3 games so far. 10-1 game, and it's a 1-1 count as that fastball goes just high. And again, it's 10-1 in a season where they've allowed 5 or 6 total runs across 3 games. Lost 2-1 to the Blue Sox in their first one. They won 4-3 against the Power. So it's 5 runs in 3 games, and now they're ahead 10-1 against the Chill. This Chinese pitching staff has shown flashes of greatness so far, and it's what's pulling them to wins. Right now it's Rang on the mound, and it's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, all the Chinese team needed was their offense to pick it up, and they definitely did so in this game. You know, we said putting up 10 runs, 11 hits. This is the offense they needed, and the pitching can just cruise along, only giving up 1 run.
2-2. That one's outside. He's worked it full now. Bucko 0 for 2 on the day, looking to reach for the first time. He grounded out to first in the first inning. In the fourth, he had a 6-3 putout to start it. He was the second to last batter that Sung Guangzhou faced. And right before, another strikeout by Zhao Ji to start his day. But again, it's Kai Rang on the mound. Huadong Kai Rang threw it back to first to check on McGuire. Not in time, though, and it's a full count here with 1 out and 1 on. Bottom of the 6th in a 9-run game. It's been all Team China. Broken bat, lifted over to the shortstop, and he'll catch that. McGuire gets back to first in time. So an infield fly ball gets the second out here.
First broken bat I think we've seen so far in this one, or at least one that has actually snapped in half. An unfortunate bit of luck there for Dominic Bucko.
First broken bat of the game, second broken bat that I've seen in the Winter League. But again, first one that was that dramatic. Shattered clean in half, and now it's Dominic Bucko with 2 outs, 1 on.
Taking a look at the Palm Springs Chill bullpen. After 2 hits, Jarrett Burney is warming up in the Chill bullpen.
I'm sorry, it's Tristan Charlo up at the plate after Dominic Bucko flew out right there. And he's ahead 1-0. Charlo takes ball 2, throw back, and McGuire is safe after he got a big lead when the ball got just a little bit away from Ning, but he's able to throw back and keep the running game at bay.
Nice heads-up play there by Li Ning. Doesn't get McGuire at first. Still able to understand. Back pick to first. McGuire was a little too far off first base.
2-0 pitch by Rang. Outside ball 3, and we've seen it on both sides. Both catchers have done a great job with the running game today. We haven't seen a ton of balls get too far past them. But right now it's, again, all China. But he's got a 3-0 count right now. Rang deals. Fastball in the zone. It's 3-1 now. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. John McGuire a short and a strikeout in the 4th, and he's in danger of one here as he swings through the breaking ball. These Chinese pitchers have just fanned through the Chill lineup, and they're looking for another K here. Full count and 2 outs. And that's ball 4 there. We'll have 2 on with 2 outs for Braden Spano.
That one just misses. We haven't seen that many walks compared to some other games here in this one. And a couple of the walks we have seen have come from pitches that really could have been a 50-50. Now 2 on here.
And looks like we got another pinch hitter, Steven Johnson, taking over for Braden Spano in this 7 spot. Spano ends his day 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. It's Johnson with 2 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ray deals, and that one's shot into left field for a base hit. Getting the wave around to home is John McGuire. He'll score standing up. It's 10-2 now. RBI single for Steven Johnson. And Caleb Ware trying to extend things, and now we've got another pinch hitter here.
Yeah, it'll be Ting Woo Chung, but that was a great pinch hit decision by manager Tom Vaith on the first pitch. Steven Johnson rings one to left field. And they're making a little bit of an effort for a comeback here, but still down 8.
Ting Woo Chung up with 2 on, down 8 in the 6th. They've got 4 outs to play with. There's 2 outs here in the 6th. First pitch breaking ball, thought about it, didn't go, but it was still in the zone. Good pitch there by Huadong Kai Rang. For China, it'll be Li Yu Yang, Yang Jin, and Dunan. 7, 8, and 9 of the lineup due up. 0-1 pitch. Waved right past that one and missed. 0-2 now. The Chinese defense playing Wu Chung straight up. 2 outs for Rang. Slow roller to short. 6-3 putout ends things here in the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's all Team China right now.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Top of the 7th inning here in Palm Springs, and we got a load of changes here for the Chill. On the mound is Jarrett Burney. He'll leave his shortstop position. John McGuire will go over to short. Charlo will go from third to second base, replacing McGuire. We've got Zane Morris at third base now. Ting Woo Chung, who pinch hit for Caleb Ware, will replace him in left field. And Braden Spano will be replaced by Steven Johnson at first. But in an 8-run game, the Chill have a position player pitching again. It's Jarrett Burney on the mound, and he'll face off against the bottom 3 of the Chinese lineup. First pitch by Burney outside for ball 1. It's Lee Yu Yang leading things off. Lee Yu Yang singled and scored in the 5th, and he gets a piece of that one straight to Johnson, shovels it to Burney, and it's a 1-3 putout. Or 3-1 putout.
Nice quick first out there for Jarrett Burney. Says he's a utility player so far on the pitching side. Gotten a quick first out here in the 7th.
Quick first out, and they're going to need as many as they can get right now. They have 3 outs to score 8 runs once they get back on offense, so they need a 0 here if there's any chance of making this competitive. China hoping they could coast to an easy win here with Yang Jin at the plate. He's behind 0-1. And ball 2 sails outside.
Yeah, it'll be a very tall task for this Chill offense, who has pretty much been held quite quiet up until this point.
Jin gets under that and floats it out to about shallow center field, where Bucko camps under that, and it's 2 outs here in the 7th.
Burney taking care of business here. Lowering the pitch count a little bit, getting 2 quick outs here in the 7th. Again, trying to get the offense back out here to try and get this very tall task of coming back from down 8.
The Chill down 10-2 here against Team China, who has put on almost as nearly perfect of a game as you can ask for. They had 2 errors in the first that allowed one of the 2 Chill runs. But Team China hoping to coast to an 8-run victory over the Chill right now. It's 3-0 on 3 straight balls from Jarrett Burney to Dunan. Dunan 2 for 3. He scored twice. And it's a quick 4-pitch walk. That'll turn things over to the top of the Chinese lineup. And it's Hu Tianyuan, who's 3 for 4. Or sorry, he's 1 for 2, but he's reached 3 of his 4 appearances. Walked his first 2, had a single in the third, and he scored in his first 2 appearances as well. He's behind 0-1 to Jarrett Burney. Count evens at 1. Lost it there, popped it out, and Chisano had to jump up to get it. He's got 1 out and or 1 on and 2 outs, and swings through a fastball there.
So you see Jared Burney not even looking at the runner on first.
1-2 pitch inside, can't get the corner. Thought he had the strikeout there, but it's 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Chopper down the line, and that's going to stay foul. Roll into the Chinese dugout.
Nobody warming up in that Chinese bullpen. It looks like we might see Huadong Kairang back out there for a second inning, trying to save the pitchers here, up 10-2.
And there's no need to change things up. He delivered an all right inning, allowed 1 run, but it's still an 8-run game, and they're just looking to clean things up here. Count has gone full on Yuan. That one's driven out to right field. Going back on it is Roberts, and he'll slide and make a great catch just by the corner on the warning track. I was sure that was going to fall, but with Roberts' great speed, he caught up to it and made a backwards dive for an absolute web gem. We've got 3 outs to go. The China up 8 against the Chill, looking to close things out. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th. Here we go, folks. One final frame, bottom of the 7th here in Palm Springs. Stephen Buxton, Evan Patoka joining you here, and it's an 8-run game for Team China. 2 runs in the first, 5 in the 7th, 3 in the 5th. Have them ahead 10-2 against the Chill. Huadong Kairang on the mound will face off against 9-1 and 2 for the Chill. It's Nick Chusano, then presumably Ethan Roberts and Jamonte Woods trying to put some sort of fight in this, and China trying to coast to 2-1 on the year and 2-0 against the Chill. Their second game of the season, they won it in walk-off fashion against the Chill on Thursday. It was their second of 2 games. And right now trying to go 1-1 on the road, and again trying to take down the Chill for the second time, move on to 2-1, and move into 3rd place in the Winter League.
Yeah, Team China just can't seem to get the best, or the Chill can't seem to get the best of Team China. But this one just an all-around fantastic game from China. It's actually a new pitcher in the game, number 58, Suo Judy. So the righty will face 2 righties in Chusano and Ethan Roberts, who we just saw made that great catch out in right field.
And it's been that kind of day for China. Everything has gone right. Their pitching has been outstanding. They put 10 runs on the board. They made some great defensive plays. Really, the only thing that has gone wrong was that throw by Ning down to second that went into center field. And that one didn't even count. He was just throwing it down after warm-ups. So it's a 1-0 count now after the first pitch ball to Nick Chusano. Second pitch almost catches the zone. Doesn't get the call there, and they check down to first. No swing. It's 2-0 now for Judy. Judy fires in a third straight ball. It's 3-0 now. No outs, nobody on in the bottom of the seventh. Again, China 3 outs away from closing out a 10-2 win and moving to 2-1 in Winter League play. 4 straight balls send Chusano to first, and Ning's going to take a moment to talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, a lot of those balls definitely could have been strikes, a good amount of 50-50s, just not lucky on his side. 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. Definitely not the best when you're a pitcher, but doesn't do that much damage when you're up 8.
Well, it's a new count now. Ethan Roberts has reached once. He reached on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat, but he's 0 for 3. Popped out to second, struck out looking in the third, and again, that fielder's choice in the 5th. Didn't go anywhere, though, and it's 5 straight balls to start the inning for Judy. Finds the strike zone there. A good fastball top of the zone. Gets Roberts swinging. It's 1-1 now. We've got 1 out and Nick Chusano on first base. China still up 10-2. Judy gets the sign and fires, pulls the string on a good breaking ball there. It's 1-2 now. Just got the bottom of the zone, was probably going to get called for a strike either way, but he got Roberts swinging. 1-2 pitch. Tried to drop one in, but it slipped out of the hand. It's ball 2.
It's a nice curveball, but just didn't drop enough. Too high in the zone. Now it's 2-2.
2-2 pitch. Ball 3 gets away from Ning, though, and Chusano's going to coast to second base.
It's one of the only mistakes we've seen from Li Ning. He's been really good behind the plate for Team China today. That and Nick Chusano, they have been a very good tandem behind the plate.
After the wild pitch gets away from Ning, he's going to take a second to talk to Judy, and can't really be much other than just try and keep it in the zone. And let's finish things up here because China has basically been perfect today. 10 runs on 11 hits. They allowed 2 errors, but those 2 errors just cost them 1 chill run. They've got 2 on the board, though, 2 on 5 hits. But again, it's been one of those days for China. Fastball inside, ball 4, and they've got 2 on now. Really the first time all day that the Chill have seen a bunch of balls. I mean, China's been in and around the zone all day. They haven't really been working counts. So the Chill have slapped together a couple hits, and just 5 has them with 2 on the board, and one of the Chinese coaching staff members is going to take a minute to chat with his young pitcher.
Yeah, this China pitching staff has really been dominant. Only 1 walk before this inning started. Been able to stick inside the strike zone, and even if they get into a hitter's count, able to get themselves out of it relatively easily up until these 2 walks.
Just 2 walks. They've struck out 7 so far today, and coming up to the plate is, looks like a pinch hitter. It's number 15 for the Chill.
Yeah, that'll be Zayden Morris. He took over defensively at third last inning.
Morris fouls that one right off the hands. He's going to need a minute. That one stung. But it's a quick 0-1 right now. Morris taking over for Jamonte Woods, who went 0 for 3, but got on in an error in the first and scored one of the 2 Chill runs. Morris with the 0-1 pitch, fouls it back. It's 0-2 now. Barring a triple play, McGuire or Jarrett Burney on deck and McGuire in the hole. But right now it's an 0-2 count to Morris. That one's up too high, 85, right around the eyes. It's 1-2 now. No outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. China 3 outs away from closing out a great win. Breaking ball falls in and gets him looking. Backwards K for Judy. And it's Jarrett Burney now with 1 out.
Another one of those really nasty curveballs. That one gets in the zone. And a lot of strikeouts looking by this Chill offense because of the breaking ball from Team China's pitching staff.
It's even more impressive what China's doing right now. If you look at the Chill yesterday, again, a 21-5 pounding over the Power. Jarrett Burney swings right through a fastball there. Fouls it into Ning's glove, and it's 0-1 real quick. Burney got his second hit of the day in the 6th inning. He's got a double and a single. He's reached all 3 times. Reached on an error in the 1st. Watch as a ball go low there. It's 1-1.
We saw him come into pitch. Had a pretty good job. Only the walk. Gave up 2 flyouts and a grounder to first.
That one slips out of the hand and hits Burney on the shoulder. He's been on all 4 times, and the bases are loaded for John McGuire. Hit by pitch. Sends Ethan Roberts to third base. Or to second base. Jarrett Burney to first, and Nick Chusano to third. Evan, don't look at my scorecard. It's not in a good spot right now, and I'm doing it in pen. First pitch to McGuire is fouled back into the parking lot.
You know what? It was bound to happen. You know, you score with pen. It gets messy. But if it's legible and you can figure it out, you know, it'll do.
And it's okay. Thankfully, I'm not the one doing the live stats. So we've got our wonderful crew. I think Brandon is working on the live point streak right now, so we were bailed out.
Shout out, Brandon.
0-2 count real quick to John McGuire. 1 out here in the 7th. China needs 2 more outs. And that one's cracked out into center field. Coming in on it is Pei, and that one's going to drop between a trio of Chinese fielders. Broken bat RBI single drives in the 3rd Chill run of the game, but it's still a 7-run lead for China.
Another one of those bloop singles that just lands in between everybody. Wasn't able to score 2 because they were starting off a little late on the jump. But still bases loaded, 1 out here for Dominic Bucko.
Broken bat single sends the runners ahead 90 feet. Ethan Roberts on 3rd, Jarrett Burney at 2nd, John McGuire on 1st, and Dominic Bucko at the plate, and he swings through a fastball there. It's 0-1, and Bucko looking to get on for the first time. He's grounded out to first, grounded out to short, and popped out to short on another broken bat. Little blooper in the 6th. Bucko checks his swing in the righty-lefty matchup. Bucko did not play against the Power yesterday, but against China on day 1, he was the leadoff man. Had a single to start the season, then got out his next 3 times.
Doesn't have a hit in this one either.
China pitching has been a struggle for just about everyone, though, and it's a 1-2 pitch. Checks his swing there, and they're going to say he went around. Ning tags him on the drop 3rd strike, and we've got 2 outs here in the 7th.
Another Great breaking ball from that China pitching staff, this time Judy. 14 inches of vertical break, 16 inches horizontally. Very good job at fooling Dominic Bucko, causing him to check his swing.
And I know they've allowed a couple runs in the last 2 innings, but whether you're San Shuo, Ray Chang, Li Wei, or anyone on that Chinese bench, coaching staff, bullpen, you've got to be proud of what they've done today against a team that put 21 runs up yesterday. They've held them to just 3, and they are coasting to an impressive win.
Yeah, a team that was on a really big high offensively after that 21 run win against the Power. This pitching staff's been able to shut them down real quick.
1-1 pitch to Tristan Charlo goes outside for ball 2. Charlo, who's had an eventful day, again started off at third, went over to second base when in this past inning when everyone got switched around, and it's 2-1. He fights that back, a foul ball. It's 2-2 now. The Chill down 7, down to their final strike, but they've got the bases loaded if they want to make things interesting. The defense playing Charlo straight up, but it's the wide gaps in right and left center field where he can make his work. Charlo reached on a walk in the 6th inning, struck out in the 4th, and grounded out to short in the 2nd. 2-2 pitch, lifts that up to left field. Been camping under it, and he calls it in for the final out. An impressive 10-3 win for Team China, and they move on to 2-2, their 3rd place in the Winter League now. The Chill move on to 1-2. They'll be in 5th place, just ahead of the winless Bombers and Grizzly. Evan, it was a great performance all around. I mean, you point out really anything, and China did it well today.
Yeah, you really can't have any complaints if you're Team China. The pitching was very dominant, giving up the 3 runs, but pretty much was holding that Chill offense to only 2 hits throughout most of the game. An offense that was really struggling those first 2 games, able to put up 7 runs in those first 2 innings and then 3 more in the top of the 5th. As well as the defense, making routine plays. Those 2 errors definitely were 50-50 calls. Definitely could have been called something else. But overall, just a really good job from everybody on Team China's roster.
And from start to finish, they started out with Zhao Wei on the mound. He allowed just 1 run, handed it over to Sung Guangzhang. Guangzhang delivered 2 scoreless, or an inning and 2/3 scoreless, and then handed it over to the winning pitcher of the day, Zhao Ji. Him and Huadong Kairang and Suo Judy finished things up, and they gave Jeff Rotz his first loss of the season after an inning and 2/3, 7 runs, all of them earned. And again, China moves on to 2-1. They beat the Chill both times. They're 1-1 on the road, 1-0 at home. And the Chill will fall to 1-2. We'll be back for the A's and the Power coming up in about 20 minutes. But for now, thank you all for joining us. China wins 10-3 here in Palm Springs. We'll be back in about 20-25 minutes.